I think the types of players I target throughout the game really will depend on when I'm in power. At the beginning of the game, I want to align with other people who are strategic players, who are willing to make moves, because that's the kind of game I want to play, and I want to surround myself with those same types of players. If I have the choice on who I'm taking to the final two, I am always going to take the person that I think I can beat. So I don't care if that is someone who I'm close with or someone that I can't stand. If I think I can beat you in the end, you're the person I want to be sitting next to, because ultimately my goal here is to win. And if I hurt my best friend's feelings by evicting them in third place, I'll say my apologies after the show, but I came to play and I came to win. So I watched every season of Big Brother. That includes Celebrity Big Brother, Over the Top. I even watched some international versions. So I love this game. And as far as my favorite players go, I've always loved bold players who are willing to make moves, not afraid to go against the house. So Janelle is my all-time favorite. I love her. She's a comp beast, and she's given us some of the most iconic moments in Big Brother history. I also really love Kaysar. I think Janelle and Kaysar are my favorite duo, but I also really love and appreciate a lot of the strong, badass women who have played the game as well, like Rachel Riley, Danny Donato, Danielle Reyes, Nokomis from BB5, and as well as Rennie Martin for that entertainment from BB10. And Brittany Haynes, her diary room sessions are unmatched. If a close ally of mine is on the block, I'm going to do everything that I can to save them without jeopardizing my own game too much. I'm willing to stick my neck out there and try to get a feel for the house, try to flip some votes. Ultimately, if it's a lost cause and there's nothing I can do, I'll still vote for them to stay. But I probably wouldn't push so hard that the target gets shifted onto my back, but I'm definitely willing to stick my neck out if I need to. The only scenario in which I could see myself throwing a competition was if I was HOH and had a backdoor plan with 2 pawns on the block and the veto came down to me and my 2 pawns. I think that's the only way that I would feel comfortable enough throwing a competition, let one of my nominees pull themselves off the block and throw at my backdoor target, getting a little bit less blood on my hand without having to use the veto myself. But ultimately, if I'm not safe, I want to win the competition because that's the only way to guarantee your safety in the house. I think the types of players I target throughout the game really will depend on when I'm in power. At the beginning of the game, I want to align with other people who are strategic players, who are willing to make moves, because that's the kind of game I want to play, and I want to surround myself with those same types of players. So early on, I might take out people who I perceive as floaters or who I don't think are there to really play the game and play hard to win, because they're not allies I think I could count on. Now, farther down the road, I don't care what the house wants, really at any point in the game, but farther down the road, I'll definitely be taking out those bigger strategic players, trying to make a resume for myself when I no longer need them. But I think based on how I want to play the game, it would be more beneficial for me to play with players who are strategic and willing to make moves than to take them out early and let floaters kind of clump together at the end and take me out potentially.